look at it, shall we? Let's see. Official reveal, the blood message. Is it gonna show like full gameplay and everything like that? Oh, it's in 4K and everything. Ooh, okay. Alright. Let's take a look, shall we? The CCP is gonna end them. I don't think they're allowed to add gay stuff in the game, so. I assume this is Unreal 5, right? Because so far, like most of the games from China are Unreal 5 because they don't have their own engine.
我是认真决定的，我还是想再试一次。今日我们所流的血，是为了把大唐带回来。我们必须在破城之前把安宁带出来。
You know what this kind of reminds me of, actually? It kind of reminds me. It kind of what's the name of that one gamer on the PlayStation? That one guy, basically the Lara Croft male character, basically. What's his name again? I forgot what his name was. From what I've heard, it's not a Souls-like. You play with two characters. You play with two characters. Interesting. Uncharted. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. It gives me like Uncharted vibes.
阿娘，阿娘，
阿爷
Nathan Drake. That's what it kind of gives me.
去长安，你这是让他们去送死！
Yeah, because this is a lot of action-y compared to an Assassin's Creed game anyways, you know? That's the only reason why.
输赢成败，皆如沙上之塔，风来即散，为众生之苦，常漫于天地
That reminds me. That literally reminds me from God of War.
之间。
回家吧，这一切毫无意义。
Wait, do you guys think this would be a mixture of like Chinese God of War and Chinese Uncharted? You think it'd be a mixture of that? I'd be curious if that's what it is.
天命所归，我才是大唐。
It looks like a mixture. It looks like an amalgamation of games, you know? Action adventure game? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because I don't really see much assassin-y, you know, type of stuff here. Not really. I'm seeing more action-y than more adventure, more action-y than assassin-esque type of gameplay. But apparently you play two characters. I wouldn't be surprised if the kid right there in the cutscene is the second character. So this is just a rendered cutscene. So these aren't even. Oh, maybe that's gameplay right there. That's definitely gameplay right there. Really puzzles. Yeah, that's definitely Uncharted. That's Uncharted vibes right there. Yeah, so it looks like son and dad or so. This is literally straight up a mixture of literally God of War with Kratos and Atreus.
如果神不肯拯救我们的部族，那就让我来。
And I'm talking about the modern God of War too as well, not the old one. That's interesting.
阿娘，等着我。
是对信使，每个人。
Blood message. We sent 10 teams of messengers, and each and every one of them is prepared to die. Team of messengers. Interesting.
都做好了有去无回的打算。
Or just a normal soldier. A normal soldier, interesting. I thought it'd be the kid or so. This has to be like some kind of specific war, you know, from history, or unless it's just made up or so. Who knows if it's based off like of a real story or something like that. Coming to PC and console. Interesting. That's interesting. That's very interesting, to be honest. There was very little there was little gameplay here, you know. That's just gameplay without the UI. Looks like they got finishers as well in the game. At least from like the look of it specifically. They got finishers and stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised if this is, well, actually it would be kind of shocking if this was a QTE or something like that, you know? Is this their webpage? Let me see. Let's do a little bit of research here real quick. Let's take a look, shall we? Get a little bit of a backstory to see what we're dealing with. Interesting, okay. Yeah, there's the kid right there. That's the son. It's by NetEase? Are you serious? This is by NetEase? Oh, that's a wild one to hear who's behind this project. So this is the character that you play as? Okay. That's the kid. That definitely has to be the second character you play as. This is the girl. From the ashes of my soul, a new dawn shall be ignited. The spirit of the great Tang, a surname of our roots. They reveal our origins. I see, so this is definitely something. The history of and sacrifice of 10 teams of messengers, all ready to die for their cause. Okay, so this definitely have to do something with realism. Blood is thicker than water. My father is a hero. To fight is to have lived. We will bring back the Tang dynasty. These are the screenshots too as well. Damn. Damn, that shit looks crazy good, to be honest. Yeah, no worries. Take care, Cozy. Be safe, hun. Thank you for coming by as always. Very much appreciated, so hun. Spoilers, they didn't? What do you mean they didn't? It's insane how good it looks, to be honest. Really, like, honestly. Would these be considered as the 10 messengers, question mark? Or are these considered as ones? Well, these are all celebrating things, that's what those are. Not really, these are just like instrumental musician people, to be honest. Are those grapes? Yeah, those are grapes. Those are grapevines. It's crazy how it looks though. This is the one where the puzzle was at in this game. So that's what I was thinking. I was like, you know, like as uncharted, because in this view too as well, the whole scenery itself, the drawback distance, you can see all the distance over the horizons and everything. It does give me a mixture of like God of War and like Uncharted vibes. That's what it kind of gives me. I wouldn't be surprised if it's more, if it leans more towards God of War-esque. It looks great though. There it is. There's the NetEase logo right there. I know this logo anywhere. Dead of War also got puzzles? Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if it leans towards God of War, if they got inspired by God of War. Quiet you. Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it leans towards God of War-esque, you know? Maybe this is probably Chinese God of War, probably? Question mark? You know? It's pretty cool though. I wish I would have seen a little bit more gameplay. Of course, there was gameplay in the actual like trailer, in the trailer itself, but I would love to see like a little bit more. But we'll see what happens. I wouldn't mind playing this game out. It seems pretty interesting. I haven't played an action adventure game in a while. It might actually be Dad of War. I feel like it might be because the kid is there. That's what I'm thinking. I feel like maybe the kid is actually the second playable character, but I could be wrong though. So, it's because they showed both of the characters quite a lot or so on the webpage. That's the reason why. Dad of War Chinese edition. It could be. No. You don't say boy. You gotta say boy in Chinese. But yeah. Anyways, that's pretty good. That's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff. But yeah. Wait, what game is this? It's called Blood Message. It's kind of like more of a God of War-esque type of game. It's from China or so. Here, take a look at it. I don't know if you've seen the trailer or anything like that, but here you go. It seems pretty good so far, at least. Prince of Persia? I don't know. It's more like it definitely doesn't give that vibe. Let me see. What do people say in the comment section? Whoa, Azers commented on this? So damn refreshing to see a game set in the Imperial Age that isn't a Souls-like. So true. So many Souls-like games. It's like Uncharted, AC, and God of War all together. I'm so in. I don't know about AC. I don't really see AC shadows in this, to be honest. Like any like I don't really see any Assassin's Creed like stuff, you know? Because like even Uncharted had like stealth kills too as well. That's the only like that's kind of like the difference. Someone put the music too as well, the lyrics of the music and everything. Bright moon comes up from the mountain Tian. It goes in and out, boundless sea of clouds. Strong wind sweeps over 1,000 miles. It blows across Jade Door Pass at Borderland. Han troops is sent to the road towards the mountain Badan. Who soldiers have their eyes on the Green Sea Bay. Historically, of all people in the conquest missions, I haven't seen any of them who have returned. Soldiers on guard looking at Borderland City are showing their homesickness on their faces. Upstairs at the high tower on this one night, the sighting wait, is it sighing or sighting? I think it's called sighing. The sighing from loved ones have not stopped. Interesting. Like I said, man, like that video that we saw a while back or so is correct. China is making a one-to-one replica of the gaming industry on the Western side of things, but they're just making it better. And this just kind of proves that, you know, China is gonna, you know, the Chinese people are gonna take over the market for video games in general. Well, I wouldn't be surprised anyways. So they're probably gonna start generating a shit ton of revenue now these days. But yeah. Anyways, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff. This is pretty cool. I'll definitely keep my eye out on this one. This one seems pretty interesting. They aren't affected with the woke mind virus. Yeah. The story of Journey to the West is inspired from this dynasty. Oh, really? I see. Okay, I see. So this is basically like the origins, right? Basically the actual original story. Time will tell. China will be woke too. Nah, man, Xi Jinping don't like that, bro. He ain't gonna like that shit, you know? But yeah. Anyways, that's the end of the video. And peace.